Okay, let's start traveling. Now, I know that Manan, Tatooine, and actually I don't know. Manan and Tatooine have Swoop racing tracks. I'm not sure Korriban has, or Kashyyyk. It might not have. Let's go to Tatooine first. That should be fairly accessible place anyway.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me, there is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Kareth.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
Looked like it was inside a cave.
A star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
No doubt. I'm not interested in doing it to... Okay, something's not right. Okay, what do you mean? Someone's been into the emergency stash of food. I'm not going to check that now. I want to get our initial impressions of the locations we can visit first.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What? What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
Is there any way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
The money I save, I'll spend on your stores.
That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Looking for a very specific thing. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
Older things, antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Okay, I'll ask some background information.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Know about the history of this planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What about the Sea of Anchorhead? How old is that? Although that's not an interesting question for us. I'm somewhat interested in the species. It's vital information to know what you're getting into.
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Have you had trouble with sand people?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Any other sentient races?
The Jawas are scavengers, and a bit primitive. Hard to understand. They have an affinity for droids. Some of our scientists believe that they may not be native to the planet. But how they got here, they may not even know. As I said, they're hard to understand. They usually end up slaves to the Sand People. They aren't fighters. Good traders, though.
Yeah, I think that's enough for me.
I will answer as best I can. What will you need while on Tatooine?
I really need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
We're going to visit all these 5 places and it takes this long just to land. It's gonna take an hour. Okay, something's been delivered to my ship as requested. What shipment? What are you talking about? The Giska are your problem now. Okay, Giska. Okay, they dumped Giska in our ship and they won't take them back. Mik tunang use orgu.
Uchua penki, tangi tuamaji, human acting ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kili baba Hassan shan.
Yeah, this is just a trader. Show me what you have.
Smilia! Tingkuin ko ka, patoga ya.
Oh, Yusanis brand. Okay, this is an upgradable anti-droid. The normal damage is 4 to 18 right from the start. It's another potentially very good weapon. Yamohogara's Carabine. Bonus damage physical, so some of the damage penetrates shields. Upgradable. Mandalorian Heavy Repeater. Not upgradable. Advanced Oral Amplifier. Boson Sensory Visor. 3 breathing masks. These only cost 100, so immunity to poison. Or why not? It's fairly cheap and we really don't have to worry about poison anymore after this. So we have at least 3 of them now. So everyone has. Saves +3, dexterity +1, Karakan Gauntlet, very good item. Thermal Shield, immunity to fire. Nerve Amplifier, immunity to mind affecting. Verpine Cardio Regulator. Battlefield, Regional Combat, immunity to critical hits. I'm inclined to buy that at some point, not now. Giska Poison, oh yes, let's buy it. No, it costs 350, I'm not made of money. I'll buy a couple of adrenal strength. If we get into some kind of heavy combat, we can boost ourselves at least a little bit. I'm not sure if there are more shops here. Certainly there were interesting items there already. I want to go to where the Swoop races are. Need to make money. Well, I'm not sure. We don't exactly make money. We make some kind of scripts that we can trade. Money seems tense. Okay, let's talk to her then.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
She's going to keep troubling us with this if we don't do it, so...
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
Okay, how come did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi?
I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
You're right, it's gonna be boring. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
What is the KOTOR homeworld like?
It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hive world that I was raised on, the hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread, but we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
And how did you gain entrance to the Order?
When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored.
So what did you do?
From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference, as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Sure thing, buddy. Swoop registration.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune. Baba Hassan Shah.
Okay, we need to talk to them hot to get access to it. Nobody. Go become mine, fool. I'm looking for information.
Rundi hautonga ton kimba ng kongkek. Wana kumbes chimpaya muri kunhungkabi. Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes tonga buksha ummenong. Kava volpa mulji kumanabak mulira.
I own a swoop.
Yun tunjichi ay fatwana. Kava volpa mulji kumana.
I have my own bike stored on my ship. You got a bike, then you can race. I don't care about the experience. Okay, that's good. Yeah, just need warm bodies to pad the roster between the pros. Small track maintenance. Okay, it'll cost us money to race, but we don't suck terribly, we'll make more. Yeah, drop the fee, no racers mean no crowds, that'll never work on a hub. Oh, but they did. So I'm not dropping the whole amount, 50 credits, that's it, okay. I'm surprised they didn't work at all. So I'll pay the 50 credits.
Wanna kumbes.
Okay, he also has a job for us if we're interested.
Tuknen tangjo kunne mulirabes.
What sort of business do you need help with?
Laboda na rinkis matona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulirachikun.
Ah,
Nova rundi hautunga kuunkavi. Kite chaona kinniko senvi. Nao punnek turang wangapula.
okay, he wants to sign up with some young racer. Probably a terrible contract. Why would he listen to me? He doesn't trust the hut.
Kunne mulirabest, laboda na rinkis matona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulirachikun.
Okay, but yeah, we need to win some races before he'll accept us or our advice.
Wanna kumbes, chimpayamuri, kununkabi. Tuknen tangjo, kunne
We need to make him
mulirabest.
choose correctly. Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Jibeduanani bobo. Tungnamung shanunyan. Muchititoaki jijaku.
I want to talk about the rewards for racing. Yeah, I don't really have much recollection about those, so I need to know how it works.
Laboda na rinkis matona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulirachikun.
3-tiered pay system. Pay each time you reach a tier. Okay, what's the pay? Racing bonds. 30, 10, 30, 80. We have to be careful where we sell those. Our prices in every shop are not identical. We need to sell them somewhere where everything is extremely expensive, so we get the best price from selling them. Okay, what are racing bonds? Any merchant will buy them, yeah, that's true. We have to be a little bit careful. But 60 credits give or take. It's a lot of money. Yeah, it also depends if we can find someone especially good or bad merchant. We can get a lot of money out of those. Okay. How many? What's the competition?
Kunne mulirabest, laboda na rinkis matona. Yinkin slimmo podona mulirachikun.
There are not a lot of pros here. Yeah, there's only a couple here. Other questions? Just set me up with the race. Ah, we need to pay 100 credits each time we drive, so we have to succeed in this. I'll be back later. I don't want to fail too many times. Set me up with a race. Any way to negotiate? I'll put on a good show. It'll make your money back. Yep, 800. Time to beat 2390 first here. This is basically a worthless one. We need to do it before we can get to the the tiers that actually earn us money. Sure, we can even beat this guy. Well, we could. Ten racing bonds. It's going to be tough beating these. Yeah, I want to save between the races. Keep racing, set me up with a race. What's the time to beat? 23:29. We should be able to beat that too. The third one will be very tough. We might have to try to... We need to shave a little bit of time off of our time. Make no mistakes. It's time between failure and success is very minor. So even a single mistake will mean you're not gonna win. I'll be back. I need to talk to Nico now, just to see if we can convince him. Oh, it's you.
Oh, hi. You another racer then? I heard someone new was talking to Mata. Always room for more, I guess. Don't know how much longer I'll be around here, but maybe we'll have time for a few races.
I talked to Mata about you, no I didn't.
Did you? I'm not sure that's any of your business. Top racers keep to their own. I don't know you. Maybe if you were better on the track, I might feel like talking about it. Someone who can turn out the fast times might understand. Hurry it up, all right? All right, see you around the track.
Yeah, we need to win the final one before we can do anything useful, so... What's the time? 22:51, that's a tough time. We've driven one time below that. Ooh, barely. I think we did it. I'm so glad that worked on the first try. So we should now have about 110 racing bonds.
Muchititoaki Chijaku.
I'll be back.
Rundi Hautonga Tonkimba Nankongek. Wana Kumbes Chimpayamuri Kunhunkabi. Tuknen Tangjo Kun.
We should be able to convince Nico now.
You again? I don't really feel like talking right now.
Talk to Mota about you.
I suppose you've got a right to know track business, but with the times you've been posting...
Why don't you want to deal with Mota?
It's not that I'm not grateful. I mean, it would get me into the pros. I don't have the credits to get in on my own. Not that I care about credits. I just want to race. But the deal with Mata is pretty bad. He'll get most of what I win.
I think you should sign the contract he offered.
Do you now? You might know a good deal, I guess. You sure know your way around the track.
It's the best deal you'll get. You know it.
I'm still not liking the sound of it.
Trust me. A fellow racer, consider it.
Do you now? I'm still... Do you?
We can't convince him, so I don't want to threaten him with death.
Alright, see you around the...
I thought it might be easy money, but I'm certainly not gonna threaten him over it. So, now our financial situation is vastly improved now.
Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
KOTOR? Are you serious?
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi.
As for a human.
Onakun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga kun.
I don't see why not. Sure, why not? Scan away.
Tolpa da pongwale kanduna gugu chuchut. Kabadum ku pilio botenya. Bonanai kuchu. Awaga
I wonder if this goes anywhere.
Mucha shag panka.
Or is this just a fan who wants a KOTOR?
Kachi ita hodunga.
Well, hello there. Dark Jedi, Dark Jedi, Dark Jedi. I think we'll have to discuss some things with them. Camera was stuck.
Your wish?
Energy resistance, force resistance, lovely. Okay. I just can't walk away from this.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
You use force resistance on yourself. Ooh, one of them has 2. So whirlwind. That went well. Do something. Yeah, I'll try to get everyone to focus on a single target.
For the Republic!
Ooh. Yeah, these really don't work on other Jedi all that well.
That'll show you.
Better heal up. Yeah, that wasn't too bad of a fight. Still, most of our force powers are plainly useless. Good equipment, Seat Assassin Pistol, new crystals, data pad. crystals. Ooh. Oh. You get a short lightsaber. Yeah. Penalty on attack is lesser.
Sure.
We need to visit a shopkeeper here, just to get a base value on the racing bonds we acquired. That way we have something we can compare to other shopkeepers. Racing bonds, where are they? Ah, race bond. 60. Patent value 60. Ooh, we got a few new. What the hell are these? Some kind of frogs. Yeah, we'll keep the red crystal. Damage. Attack bonus +3. Sure. It's better than nothing. Next, let's visit Yavin, the small space station. This is basically a tunnel. Nowhere to go but forward.
Achua Pengti, Yun Patisa, Tichuba Jikotka Naga, Kingu Mwa
Okay, he
Mulira
recognized the ship.
Kimba Nikcha Lora Kun, Ki Mulira Kun Kin, Tong Hitwama Ag Inko Tune.
Yeah, I'm new. Very new.
Achua Pengti, Yun Patisa,
Okay, who are you? What do you want? I work for the Republic.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonk ipa nonku nek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo.
Okay, he's letting us in. Trandoshans and smugglers seem to be visiting here. Trandoshans are lizards, very dangerous ones. Okay, what are you doing here? Although I wish he opened the door. Yeah. He's opening a door. Yeah, open the door. Swamtan.
Topana ota vokasa, pampa ki mulira kun king. Changwaba chinyo shangwi chama ucha wish uyong kun. Achua penki, yun patisa. Tichuba jikotka naga.
He seems to be friendly enough. Very cautious though. Trying to defeat Darth Malak. I think that's a fairly safe thing to say. Never heard of him. He's not in the loop as far as recent events are concerned. Why don't you know these things? Haven't left this system for 50 years. Okay, who are the Trandoshans? Mercenaries, bounty hunters, scum mostly, that's pretty much. Why are they here?
Ki mulira kun king. Kimba no kun nik dorcha. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tangi wama jikona.
Okay, he's trading with them.
Pa no kun nek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga. Tangi wama ji human act in.
I guess Javik has been providing some kind of protection for him, but now that he's gone, the Trandoshans are starting to be a bit more aggressive. Okay. Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Oh, we could play Pazak with you. That's a wonderful idea.
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king.
Yeah, show me what you've got. Yeah, they aren't cheap though. Okay, we can check here from time to time to see if he has new stuff. White exoskeleton. Upgradable attribute boosting armor. Barak Wind Shadow armor. Great bonuses. Upgradable stealth armor. Advanced stabilizer gloves. Dexterity +3, blaster bolt deflection +5. Jesus Christ, these are good items. Advanced sensory implants. Awareness +10, dexterity +2. Yeah, that's nice. Immunity to mind affecting and poison in a single implant. Paraguin droid shield. Unlimited usage droid shield. So not a lot of items. More importantly, no weapons. This can't be all he has. Maybe that's all he has now. So every time the plot moves forward at least a little bit, we have to come back here and recheck things. I need to check the cost of our racing band. I don't think we need to check every merchant, but we need to check every planet at least. Ooh, item value 156. So this is an incredibly expensive shopkeeper, but as a bonus for that, we get more than double the value from our racing bonds. So they were valued. We had something like 6,600 credits worth. Now that's more than double that we'll get from these. So more than 15,000. With that kind of money, we could afford a lot of things. This is the place to sell stuff, that's obvious. We'll probably get more from everything here. What's the medkit price? Yeah, I think we're getting more from everything. So if we want to sell crap, this is the place to come and sell them. I want to talk to this guy a little bit more. Two questions. Ask about, tell him about yourself. I'm nobody. Yeah, he's been here before the stage Mequin was here. Some kind of an inventor. Oh, you're an inventor. Why is he here? What kind of things do you work on? Pretty much everything. Weapon, armor, implants, computers. He's been scavenging Yabbing 4. Have you found anything useful? Yeah, he doesn't really build anything from scratch. He modifies and alters things other people bring him. Okay, who are the smugglers? Yeah, that's the exchange. They pretty much have the same deal at the Trandoshans. No, the items are the same. Yeah, I don't think that will change. How did you know Delhi?
Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik docha. Baba Hassan shan. No ba mulira tilai kunka.
He's been here trading and he's probably been providing sort of security for this guy. Tell me about this system.
Tong hit wama aki inkotune. Potong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong
Yeah, only one gas giant and a lot of moons. Yavin 4 is the only one with pretty much any kind of a construction on it or civilization that's been destroyed. What was on Yavin 4? Yeah, it was the base of Exarch Khan, Great Sith War.
Tongkit pa nongku nek abog chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo kun muli ras limo poiwanga tong itwama ji human ak in ikatune.
Okay, we can ask about a lot of things. I'm not sure I want to go into detail right now. Although we might as well. If we go do this once, we don't have to do this again. And I want to talk to him about a lot of things. Maybe I can get him to sell me more stuff. His list of items at the moment is quite modest. Okay, they bombard. When the Sith lost the war, the Republic fleet came and bombarded the Yavin 4 moon. Destroyed pretty much everything. Yeah, still can find things or two there.
Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik docha. Achua pengti. Yun patisa. Ti chuba ji konka naga. King bu mwa mulira dwana. King ba nik cha
Yeah,
lora
it's like
kun.
they're trying to peddle his wares again. Sure, what you got?
Ki mulira.
It's the same items. Yeah.
Ki mulira.
System. Why are you here?
Jiskadosoki kopa bono nakachu.
Ah, it's Republic Supply Depot.
Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na ota vokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Tong hit wama ag I inkotune. Portong hi wama ji aki inkotun. Tong pa no kun no nek. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha.
He just moved in here when the Republic fleet left.
No kun nik docha. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inkotune chunamuri ra. Tangit wama jikona. Tongkit pa no kun nek abog.
So you're from this system?
Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras limo poiwanga tang itwama ji human ak in ikatune.
Okay. Did you get brought here?
Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inkotune.
Ah, he was a slave on Yavin 4.
Tongkit pa no kunek abog. Jiskadosoki kopa bono nakachu. Labora na winki smaktoma. Kuyami jusku chitanai. Uchua penki. Topa na ota vokasa. Yubabato kanchi. Yatuka ulan. Achua penki. Yun patisa. Tichuba jikonka naga.
Barak.
Kingbu mwa mulira dwana. Kingba nikcha lora kun. Tong hit wama ag I inkotune. Portong hi wama
Yeah,
ji
he was
ag
some
inkotun.
working under some Barakuin weapon guy who was designing weapons. That's how he learned all the things he learned. Baraquin usually is the best technology available on any kind of a shield or weapon, or it's very high quality at least. Who are the Baraquin? Yeah, best weapon merchants in the galaxy.
Kinba muli radwanaji. Kinba no kun nixet abog. Kakin cha nawabagaon. Bagwa shan konti machit Baba Hassan shan. No ba muli rati lai kunka.
Do you have any Baraquin equipment?
Ki muli ra kun king. Tong hit wama ag inko tune.
Sure.
Ki muli ra kun king. Tong hit wama ag inko tune.
I think it's the same items. Yeah, nothing's going to happen here until something happens in that lot, I think. Advanced biostabilizer implant is somewhat intriguing, but I'm not going to buy any of these now. I think I'll need to get going. We asked most of the interesting things anyway. Okay, this leads to nowhere. Yeah. On the map it's a dead end. For God's sakes, stop blocking me. Same on this side. Yeah. I guess that's the Yavin 4. We have to keep this place in mind. This definitely sells one of the better equipments in the game. I'm disappointed it didn't have any weapons this time. That's something I'm really want at this point. And I don't think I can afford too much of that. I mean, if I buy expensive equipment, I can't afford future expensive equipment. At least not a lot of it. But we want, at least I want to make some kind of an inventory of what we can get. Maybe do some purchases before starting properly going after the star maps. But this, yeah, this is pretty much it. We have Manan, Korriban, and Kashyyyk still left. I'm not sure how much trouble we're gonna get if we go to Korriban. Kashyyyk is probably fairly easy, I mean trouble free. Same with Manan. We'll find out when we get there.